quick, easy, dirty way, maybe not that dirty, to play Never Going Back Again. Lindsey Buckingham from Fleetwood Mac wrote the great song, and he did it with a more complex open tuning, but I discovered an easier way to do it. You take your capo, put it on from the bottom side up, and you capo just 5 strings at the 4th fret. Of course, this requires you to basically sing it in the key of E. So if you are familiar with keys and how they work with the guitar, every fret raises the pitch. So if I play with a C shape, like C, F, G, the common chords in the key of C, after I go up 4 frets, that C basically produces an E chord. So if you leave the 6th string open, it sounds really nice. It's sort of like dropped C tuning, but it's really E. So here's your low 6th string, and you strum that with the C-shaped chords that are easy to play. You get a nice full sound, and that lets you do, I think you get probably 95% of the notes that Lindsey's playing, and you start with a thumb here, and then kind of a A minor 7 shape, part of your C chord here without the ring finger. You do so that index finger and middle finger with that A minor 7 type shape, you pluck them both and pull off. So bass string, the low 6, and then just a regular C chord, plucking both the high and low C. So, and then your pinky on the high G note, which of course is really going to be a B note because we're capoed up here. So, and then for the next part, for that I just play sort of like an A7 shape, which would be these 2 strings here, the 4th string, 2nd fret, and the 2nd string, 2nd fret, only on the 3rd fret. So it's not an A7. It would be, in a way, sort of like a B flat 7 type of bar chord without the bar. So you're playing the 4th string up 3 frets relative to the capo, the 3rd fret, and same thing, the 2nd string 3 frets up. So, and for the picking pattern, I just go kind of, I'm going my, I assign these 3 fingers to these 3 strings. So index on the G string, middle on the B string, and my ring finger on the 1st string. And so I just go reverse order. I go ring, middle, index, so sounds like this. And then you slide up 2 frets from the 3rd fret to the 5th fret. And then, so, oh, by the way, I'm doing more than just a finger. I'm putting a little pluck in there with my thumb in the first part. So I go pluck in like that. So. This part here, it ain't as pretty as Lindsey's version, but this is sort of a G, like a G-shaped chord here, slid up. So we go, it would be G, again relative to the capo, it would be a G, A flat, A, B flat, B. So then you get, I guess it would be, no, actually it would be, it'd be another C chord or an E chord if the capo weren't there, but relative to the capo would be another C chord, that right here. That's what it is. It'd be like having a capo way up here on the 9th fret and playing a G shape sort of. And anyway, so you go. Let me get to this part where you're barring. I just bar 4 strings here, the first 4, and then my pinky up here on the 12th fret. Oh, excuse me, so like that. It's not exactly like Lindsey, but it'll get you by anyway. You could get a little fancy and go, which should be the right chord. So, and that would be like a little baby D shape here, way up on the 11th fret. But I just do it simple. I just kind of go. And then A minor. So that's A minor. And then we need to get the bass note here where your capo is. So just push your thumb down. And then A minor again, and then a G shape. So, never going back again. She broke down and let me in. She made me say where I'd been. Been down 1 time, been down 2 times. Ooh, never going back again. So, sorry that was pretty crude, but hopefully with tinkering around you might be able to figure out the necessary finger picking pattern there. I just wanted to throw this together quick for Nixter, who was asking for a little short tutorial, and sorry it's not more professionally done here. Good luck, happy picking, and leave me questions in the comments if you have any. All right, thanks.